Anyway, there's a song about a woman who learns to fly. It's called The Yellow Piper. Blackie had an aeroplane back in '63. It was a yellow piper, and he had a crush on me. I asked him, would he teach me how to fly that clipped wing cub? Ambitious small-town girl was I. He told me that he would. It was the year a father knows best, but my father never knew how I'd sneak off in my dungarees and all the things I'd do. I'd make him teach me flying first, and he could have his way. I spread my wings, I spread my legs. It was the price to pay. And I got pregnant and was sent away to a private school. Small town scandal is big time news. People can be cruel. And when a man would marry me and take my bastard child, I shut my mouth, I learned my place, my husband to satisfy. I worked at Penny's. It took 8 years for me to save the dough. To go through pilot school this time, I did it on my own. I never spoke a word of this to my husband dear. He must have thought that all that time I was having an affair. And it was through the clouds I would fly, and I was through being the sweet, sweet wife. I could fly. The day I got my license, I took that final test and barnstormed our own farmhouse again and again. When I came home later that day, my kids all shouted out, "Oh, Mom, you should have been here. This crazy plane was flying all around." And Mom, it came so close. We saw our wheat reflected in its wings. And Dad said if you only would stay here more, you'd get to see these things. Without a word, I threw my license down so they could see who their wife and mother was. This woman, that is me. The kids are full of disbelief, but they wanted to hear more. My husband, on the other hand, he slammed the kitchen door. He wouldn't speak to me for weeks, but it wasn't what I thought. He was angry. I wouldn't trust him to let him know my heart. My husband bought me my own plane. He said it's cheaper than divorce. And I started a business dusting crops. We could use the cash, of course. He's not a big talker, that man, but it's okay with me. He lets me be who I am. The rest is history. And it is through